Hey guys, so this video is another full camera gear kit recommendation. And who is this kit aimed at? So this kit is aimed at someone who wants to be quickly and regularly producing high quality content for social media and YouTube. So there's a few main things that I think are very necessary in a kit for someone that's trying to do that. One is, first of all, you're producing images, so great image quality, but then also ease of use so that you can very quickly and regularly every single time produce that great image quality. Then you need a quick and easy workflow so that you're not spending too much time trying to make your images look good, but that you can get good images right out of the bat and post them. And I also think because you're going to be posting regularly so much content that you also don't want too much storage space issues. You don't want to be having files that are too big and too unmanageable. So I'm going to give you my recommendations based on what I would personally get if I were going into that exact situation right now. So the first part of the kit, of course, the camera. And for the camera, I'm going to recommend that you get a used Canon SL2, which I've been seeing going used for under $400. That's a great value. This camera is 24 megapixels, so you're going to be able to create high resolution photos. You can do 1080 video at 24 frames and 60 frames for slow motion, but it's possible that if you've looked at other people talking about what cameras to get, you might have a couple questions about why I recommend this camera. And so let's go through some of those questions you might have. So the first question you might have is, why would you not recommend a 4K camera in 2020? And a few reasons. First of all, what people see is image quality, not specs of the resolution on the camera. And the 1080 image quality on this camera, the Canon SL2, is great. Another thing to think about when you're a content creator producing regular content in 4K, 4K is bigger file sizes. And that means, first of all, it's going to be more expensive because you have to buy more storage space. It's going to be slower because you have to add in extra time that it's going to take for your computer to process and edit those files and export those files. And because of all of that, it's going to end up making the entire thing more expensive. Another thing to keep in mind is 4K is not 4K. So for instance, my iPhone can do 4K, and iPhones have been doing 4K for a long time. But I can promise you, if I film a video in 4K on my iPhone, I can film a video in 720 on the Canon SL2, and the image quality is going to blow away the 4K on an iPhone. And the last thing about 4K, this is a little bit technical, but social media platforms, even YouTube, put a lot of compression on any video that you upload to it. So 4K, again, takes up a lot of storage, and social media platforms don't give you that much storage for uploading a video. So basically, the gist of it is the amount of data that you get for 4K video is less than usually what a 1080 video requires. So when you're filming something in 4K and uploading it to social media platforms, it's kind of a waste of time in most cases. Another question you might run into is, should you get the SL2 or the newer SL3? And I would recommend going for the older model, the SL2, for a couple reasons. The main reason is the SL3 doesn't film in 24 frames per second. 24 frames per second is what you film in like Hollywood, for instance. When most people see it, they think of more cinematic, and it just typically gives a more professional feel to the footage that you have. Another thing, not such a big deal, but the SL3 actually has slightly lower resolution in photos than the SL2 does. So usually you can get the SL2 for cheaper used, and I don't think you gain anything by buying the newer SL3. And the last question, why this camera? And there's a lot of reasons. Number one, and the most important, it makes great images, but it's also easy to use and easy to learn on. It's small and lightweight and compact, but it's also ergonomically designed so that it's actually comfortable, which is really important for something that you're going to be making so much content with. It has built-in Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, which allows you to, first of all, control the camera with your phone and also transfer your images automatically straight from your camera to your phone. It has a fully rotating flip out screen, which is different from a lot of other interchangeable lens cameras that might have a flip up screen. Now, both of them will let you see yourself if you're taking a selfie or filming yourself, but if you use any accessories like a mic or anything else, if you have a flip up screen, that mic or whatever that accessory is actually going to block your screen, and then at that point it's useless. So I think the flip out screen is way more versatile. This camera also has awesome autofocus abilities. It has face tracking. So when you're filming, when you're taking photos with this, you really don't have to worry about, is it going to be in focus? Because the autofocus is so good, it just takes care of it right off the bat. It also has Canon's EF/EFS mount, which gives you access to tons of great lenses at all different price points. If you want to know more about this camera and want to see me go more in depth about the details, I'm going to leave a YouTube card here that you can click on and see a full review of it. So now the lenses. And lenses are actually arguably more important for image quality than even the camera itself. So I'm going to recommend two lenses that you can get together in a bundle called the Portrait and Travel Lens Kit. And these two lenses are going to give you the versatility to cover most situations that you're going to need to shoot as a content creator. And the first lens is the Canon EFS 10 to 18mm. And this is a great wide angle lens for things like vlogging, shooting videos, and getting really cool environmental shots. It's really light, and it also has image stabilization built in, which is going to make it easy to get handheld shots for vlogging or just getting handheld shots that you don't need to necessarily have a tripod or a stand. And the second lens is the Canon EF 50mm f1.8, and this is going to be a little more what you would think of as zoomed in. It's kind of a portrait length, and with the f1.8 you're going to be able to get some really nice blurry backgrounds with this lens. It's going to make it great for product shots, headshots, portraits, and a lot of the things that you're going to typically end up shooting for content creators and social media. If you want to know more about this lens specifically, I'm going to leave a card linked right here where I go more in depth about the 50mm lens. So the next thing that I'm going to recommend is a mic, because you're actually more likely to lose viewers based on bad audio quality than you are on bad image quality. And the mics that are built into cameras are typically very low quality, and they always pick up noise from every direction. You can't focus on the sound that you're trying to record. So the mic that I'm going to recommend is the Rode Video Micro. This goes for about $60 on Amazon right now. I really like this mic because it's directional. You can focus on the sound that you're trying to record. It's really light, really compact. It doesn't require a battery, so you can just plug it in and go, and it's going to really increase the sound quality on your videos. And it also includes a windscreen, and that really helps to cut down on distracting wind noise and make your outdoor audio quality a lot better. So for memory, the SL2 uses an SD card, and SD is the most common type of memory, and that makes it first of all easy to find and also relatively cheap compared to other types of memory. I'm going to recommend you get one 64 gig card for the SL2 that's going to hold plenty of photos and even videos, because again, we're filming at 1080 and not 4K, so that's going to cut down on the file sizes, and that's going to be plenty to get you started off in content creation. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in this kit or any of the gear that I've mentioned throughout the video, I'm going to leave affiliate links in the description down below. If you're interested, you can click on those links at no extra cost to you. You're going to support this channel when you buy those products, and I'll be able to continue making videos for you guys. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below, what kind of content creation are you looking to get into? If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button. See you guys.